My experience with ketamine was very different because it was not under the supervision of a professional, because you can get it in a white powder. I thought it was something else. I was on a cruise. I was on a jam cruise. And earlier in that day, we'd gone snorkeling, and I just raw dogged it, just a mask and swimming trunks. And I was just like drunk on rum and snorkeling with my girlfriend at the time and the bass player from Lettuce, whose name is Jesus. And we were just snorkeling, and then when we finally came up, they were tripping on acid. We realized that we had drifted like a mile from the boat. So we were just in open water. They were still partying. They didn't realize we were missing. And basically, we were treading water, and like storm rolled in and then the waves were crashing over us and we were dying. And like I couldn't tread water anymore. And finally, like they swam out and there was like a whole rescue effort. It was a whole thing. So when we came back to shore, needless to say, we were celebrating our survival. So we started, drinking Hurricanes, and this was in like the Grand Caymans. We got back on the boat. I was supposed to sit in with Naughty Professor, and I'm like, well, I'm wasted, and these guys are some of the most impressive musicians I've ever heard in my life, so I don't want to go up there and sound stupid. I better do drugs. It was literally like Cheech and Chong, because this guy's like, well, here you go, man, on a big spoon. And it was like, I was like, more. And it was like a small mountain. Tooted it, and then my whole face was like burning. And I was like, what did you just give me? And he was like, it was just a little toot, man, just a little blow. And I was like, no, it wasn't. And then he was like, no, it was. And I like grabbed him by the shirt, and I was like, what the fuck did you give me, you stupid hippie? And he's like, hey, which bag did you give me? To his like,
Oh
buddy.
my God, now he's asking?
He asked the guy, which bag was that you gave me? He was like, the blue one. He was like, oh, shit. And I was like, what was it, motherfucker? And he's like, it was ketamine. And I was like, oh, boy.